This one's called 112 Ways to Say You're Sorry When It's Already Too Late. Write a letter that you'll never send, filled with words that try to make amends for all the things you said that broke her heart. Sing a song of how your love was true, filled with all the things you wish you knew. They're just the lies you tell to make your art. Stop eating meat, go plant a tree. Stop the pollution in our seas. It won't alleviate your misery, but maybe you can do the world a little good. Saying sorry you never could. Pick up the phone although you'll never dial, just to tell her how you miss her smile. Even through the tears she refused to cry. Become better than you were before, even though nobody's keeping score. She'll never see you now, but you have to try. Save the whales, start keeping bees. Stop global warming, shelter refugees. Clean up our rivers, plant another 100 trees. Maybe you can do the world a little good, like saying sorry never could. Oh, save the whales, start keeping bees. Stop global warming, shelter refugees. Clean up our rivers, plant another 100 trees. And maybe you can do the world a little good, like saying sorry never could. Maybe you can do the world a little good, like saying sorry never could. Like saying sorry never could. Throwing a little bit of reverb onto that one with my Yamaha mixer. I got an MG10XU. It's got a little bit of built-in effects there. Sometimes it's fun to throw some reverb in. I'm always about doing the live recording, so whatever I can get just for the live input rather than doing stuff in post or in the DAW. You know, that's the way that I try and go for these videos, which is why they're very natural and they have that sort of live setting thing going on. Go figure. So I did count, and if you count, so 112 ways to say you're sorry when it's already too late. The prompt for this was primarily to write a song, a song that had a list in it. And so the list that I came up with in my head was ways to say that you're sorry when it's already too late. And I thought it was a good title for a song to have a certain number. So I went back and forth. It was, for a little while, 11 ways to say you're sorry when it's already too late. And then I messed around with a little bit. So you've got 12 ways. And then you've got plant another 100 trees. So I kind of liked throwing that in the second iteration of the chorus because it gives you something to keep track of. Like the title hopefully is enough to entice you and say, well, what are the 112 things? That's a lot of things. How are we going to get there in a song? And it's 12 things and then 100 extra things, which is all put into one part of one line in the song, plant another 100 trees. So it's 112 ways. You've got 101 trees and 11 other things, which are all sort of ways to say you're sorry when it's already too late. What do I like about this song? Well, it's very much a country song. I don't know if that's something I necessarily like about it. That's really just kind of the way that it went. And I'm pretty happy with that bit of it. I was playing it down. So the chord structure is all in the key of C, of course, but now I'm up on the 4th fret, so I'm in the key of E. I think the key that I really want to be in for singing is in A. And I tried playing around with that, but because I've got that E 7th in there, which is the it's the 3rd note in the key of C, right? The E7. It's the 7th of the 3rd. So, right, well, you know what I mean. And I tried messing around with that, and then I was like on a C sharp minor 7th, and that was hurting my hand. So, as always, my guitar limitations kind of come through. Otherwise, I might have played this using A's and E's instead of C's and F's, or A's and D's, rather, in the key of E, but I didn't want to mess with the C sharp minor 7th. So here we are with a capo again. Maybe one day I'll get good at this guitar thing. But it was fun to sort of think about the key that I was playing in and the key that I really wanted to be in, and to at least take a little bit of time to try and, transpose the key down here rather than just throwing a capo on right away and figuring out where I wanted to do it. Now, of course, I ended up with the capo anyways in the end, but it was good practice for me to think about that. I was also thinking about, various Travis picking sorts of things. But sometimes we just run out of time. Like writing a song a week, it's already the big ask. So that's where we end up. It's another short song this week, which I'm trying to, I'm not opposed to longer songs, especially, songs that sort of are more story oriented and have a thing to say. But I think sometimes a short song is right where you want to be. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed it. For those who did not read in the comments for last week's song, One Last Song was the name of that one, and are eagerly awaiting me to tell them in the video what the inspiration was for that song, I will tell you now. It was Don't Get Me Wrong by the Pretenders, which I'll probably still do a cover of at some point. It's a very fun song to play that came out in 1986. It got on my radar because it comes up in the Netflix, well, it's not on Netflix now, the show The Magicians in season 4, which may be the first time that I ever heard that song. And it just got stuck in my head and I couldn't let it go. And so I had to track it down, and then I was listening to it over and over again. And then I ended up writing a song, not based on it, I wouldn't say, but certainly heavily inspired by it. The chord structure, using the sevenths, that whole thing. Very much taken from or inspired by Don't Get Me Wrong, which is fantastic. And if you've not seen The Magicians, I do recommend checking that out. That's also a fantastic show. Okay, I'm rambling a bit about a little bit of stuff, but yeah, for people who are waiting to find out, that's what it was. Sorry to keep you in suspense so long. I want to do a little bit of a shout out this week to Richard Dowling over at Guitar Trek, who cut his thumb to the bone on a pickle jar. So Richard, if you're watching this, I hope that you are doing well and that your thumb is recovering. If you need me with all my bad guitar skills to ever send you a guitar track so you can do a thing, I'd be happy to do that. I'm sure you have access to better guitar players than me who would also be willing to help you out. But just throwing it out there. Head on over to Richard's YouTube channel and give him some love and wish him a speedy recovery for his thumb pickle injury. Yeah, that's it for this week. And I'll be back next week with another new original song. So until then, thank you for listening. Please give this a thumbs up and go ahead and leave me a comment, say hi, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so that you can catch all my new videos. I'm doing a song a week, a new original song every week in 2021, and we've been going steady so far for the whole year. So we're over a quarter of the way through this year, right? January, February, March. Yeah, we're over a quarter of the way through. We're almost a third of the way through the year in terms of songs. Sorry, I was never a math major. So we're going to keep it going for the whole year, and then we'll probably do some other stuff too. So if you're not already subscribed, and gosh, you've made it this far in this video, please do hit that subscribe button and follow me on my journey. I'd be glad to have you along for the ride. All right, I'll catch you all next week. Thanks.